John, first of all, tell us what's happening with Vader TV.
Yeah, the most important thing we're trying to do right now, Andy, is really give startup entrepreneurs a platform to get the word out there. You know, about 40% of our users are from overseas, actually, and these are the type of people who, they never have a prayer to get a meeting down in Sand Hill Road, right? But there's a lot of great ideas out there, a lot of innovation, and so what we try to do for the newsroom, everything in the newsroom, we want it to be something that helps an entrepreneur with their business. How to deal with VCs, how to think about taking investment. We've had a lot of stories about IPO versus M&A, you know, and these are people who maybe don't have any resources, and a lot of people now want to fund a business. There's a real sort of excitement about being an entrepreneur. There's a lot of venture capital money. It's a good time to be an entrepreneur. We're trying to tap into that and give them a way to get online and sort of create a buzz without a lot of expense.
Okay, so tell us about the process. People upload, but what's your role and how does the content and the video get organized and on the site?
Right. Well, what we have is sort of an interaction between the newsroom and the pitches. The pitches are the heart of the site. So any entrepreneur out there could take a 2 to 3 minute pitch. Vader stands for elevator as well as innovator. So what we tell people is put a camera. You don't have to come into our studio. Many do. Many of them are based in Silicon Valley. Put a camera in front of you. Give your 2 to 3 minute pitch that you would give to a VC if you were an elevator. What's your market? Who are your competitors? What's your defensible business position? You know, how might you go and get distributors down the road? So people put that pitch on the site. We provide the whole platform. It's free. People put the video up, and then what happens is other people will comment on that, and those comments go in the newsroom. One of my jobs is I go out in the Vader community and look for the really interesting pitches out there, find a bunch of them along a theme, and then write that up. So we've got original content providers, online media. We've got relationship sites. We've got Genie and other sort of ancestor, myheritage.com. I was talking to the guy here. So what we do is we have them upload the pitch to get their presence on the web, a video pitch, so investors or other entrepreneurs could find out what they're doing.
So tell us about the business model of Vader TV and how that's going and where that will develop.
Right. We've got 3 or 4 different legs there. One, we've got the online advertising, right? For the page views, like everybody, we've got Google. We've got a good audience, so we get CPMs. The other thing is the distribution. We have people who sponsor some of our shows. We do some original content. We have a show, we just had Pete Cashmore from Mashable on as one of our guests, where we rate the pitches that are on there. We get sponsorships for that. And then, of course, we've also got the competitions. It's a big driver of traffic, and we also get them sponsored. So right now we have running 3 competitions where instead of the traditional, like let's say the UC Haas Business School at UC Berkeley, we're working with them. In the past, they have a business plan competition. It's everyone submits a business plan to the VCs. Now they could submit a video pitch on Vader and get that as the way to judge and to get exposure. And we have corporate sponsorships for those competitions. So it's advertising, it's the distribution, and it's the sponsorships. 3.
So John, in the Valley, what's the climate now in terms of this talk of recession and so forth and the crazy? Is it sort of put a damper on the party, or what's happening?
Well, you know, it's funny because the VC community, you have to be an optimist, right? I think one of the entrepreneurs here tonight said he's a pathological optimist. I think it was the guy from Clickable. And, you know, it's interesting because if advertising spending is hurt, most likely online ad spending you think would be hurt. But what you're hearing a lot at this conference and what people are saying, and it's a credible argument, is that if advertisers feel like they're underrepresented on the web and they're trying everything they can to move, they don't understand it. You know, one of the things from the survey that Tony did, they don't really understand online advertising. They're trying to get the money on there. So if that momentum is behind it, even if they cut back on something else, you might see the ad dollars to continue to go online. But is online advertising going to be immune? I doubt it. But at the same time, you have all these VCs, right, who are pouring money in. Last year was the most money raised in 6 years, most VC money. That money has to find a home somewhere, right? All these VCs have to be able to tell their limited partners they're putting the money to work. When you have that much liquidity, I think you're still going to have a lot of good sort of up-and-coming startups getting funded. Now, down the road a ways, when it's a question of monetization and late stage, is the advertising going to still be there at the same rate? We don't know. You know, I don't think anyone knows how deep the recession might be. Maybe the worst of it's over already. You know, we don't know. The Fed is doing its best not to have it go into the tank.
All right, John. Well, listen, thanks for coming by, and congratulations on Vader TV. It's awesome, and it's a fantastic idea.